More Build the Enterprise D goodies. Magazine 14. Let's get started again. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here. Another Star Trek Next Generation Build the US Enterprise NCT-171D model magazine build review. Magazine 14 came. I'd only just finished 13 and then suddenly, boom, off it goes. So let's get on with, let's actually show you what parts are in it. I'm quite excited about this because there's some really good parts that have arrived with this. Right, go through the magazine in a second. 51, we have windows, lifeboats, but they're all dark windows, which is a bit strange. So all this section here, which is another metal section, is all, yeah, it's all dark. DM screws, some more screws in there, DM screws, and what looks like the start of the second nacelle. Okay, so that's 51. 52 on the other hand, ta-da, we have a replacement collar for the nacelle, for the second nacelle, another reflective piece, and looks like more transporter emitters, light and dark parts there for the windows, and front part of the nacelle, and the back corner of the actual saucer. So that's good for 52. 53 is where it gets very, very interesting, right? I was messaged last time and they said that this one would get me a little bit yeah, excited, shall we say. So parts 53, we have more fronts for the nacelle and inners, so it looks like we've been diffused a little bit. So it looks like they might have done something wrong, right, I don't know. Looks like blacked out windows again, like that part that's inside. LED light and another reflector, two reflectors actually. Screws, windows, dark and light, lifeboats, lots of, and that is a big metal piece. This is the back end. However, it did actually state on, because there's a website that I'm following, has actually got the idea of what all of these parts are to come. This is the Arboretum. Never knew that these two bits here were the Arboretum. Always saw them glowing up blue, but never actually clicked that it was the Arboretum. The Enterprise, the refit Enterprise, had it on the secondary hull on the bottom sides at the front, but never realised. And then we got an Arboretum because you had Keiko was the botanist, and yeah, we never really saw windows on it. So yeah, that's the external version, which is actually these parts here which aren't lit up, but they will be lit up nice and blue. And 54, we have windows, light and dark, reflective panel and some more blackout stuff. The reflective panel, some LEDs, and more lifeboats. A heck of a lot of lifeboats. So I don't know if we're going to be nicking stuff from this to go with that one, so I assume that, but that's got a few to go on there anyway. Actually, there's loads. Actually, looking on the back here, they've got these circle parts as well. So running lights, windows, we will see. So magazine part, let's have a look inside here. You've still got, let's have a look, yes, perfectly correct, escape pod cover, dark windows, nacelle lower frame, yes, this part is just 53D, so that is the Arboretum. These, oh, don't you dare tell me the dark lights. Is it 53, 54? It's this part here, it's all black. No, that's not fair. It's supposed to be blue. I hope they're going to change that. Okay. 53, yeah, got parts on there, reflectors. We'll find out whatever. We've got a battery pack on there as well. Battery cover, looks like. If it might not be, I'm not sure. 54G Bussard collector reflective cover. Okay. Right. Okay. No problem. So we are getting exceptionally close to finishing the top of this, and I can just reveal that yes, there is this underneath to go, and I think in the next one, maybe the one after, there is the undersection of the saucer and the secondary hull to come. So it looks like we're finishing this one off. I'll run under there. looks very complete now. If it is, it might be fully complete, this one, because the shuttle bay goes on top of there. It's not letting us put the shuttle bay on yet. Damn you! So we have episodes guide to yesterday's Enterprise, one of my favourite Enterprise episodes there, Enterprise C. Is that one? Okay, Foreseeing the Sea. So they did actually do, was that a Probert one, Andrew Probert model? Yeah, which was the prototype for the Enterprise D, but then they changed it. You can tell the C and the D in that quite well, and we have seen that on the Eaglemoss collection. So then we have a naked android for the offspring, for Lol, Sins of the Father, and Allegiance. So a nice good read there for the Enterprise C built from Andrew Probert, which is good. And parts about Sarek as well, Mark Leonard, and about the Vulcans. Yeah. So here's what we've got. Let's start building, shall we? I'm going to start putting all these into pots for each individual one. Whether or not we're going to one part or two parts, I don't know. Well, we'll crack on with this and we can see how far we get. Now then, off we go. So stage 51 parts are here. Taking out the windows, the screws and everything. So this is what you're left with. And it's a cardboard, so I'll put that up there for a minute. So we're on stage 51. Once you get round to just getting rid of everything, there's actually nothing here. It's quite weird. So that window, that, an LED. Okay, cool. So 51 parts, 51 stage, shall we say. It actually wants, which is good, it wants 49A, oh sorry, 49B from one of the last ones we did. This little piece here, which is nice. And it wants this part as well. So it does want all of the parts. This part goes down here. So it looks like we're building this, putting the windows in, ignoring that for a second, putting the windows and the lifeboats in, and then putting this panel, I'd say, over there. Over there? Yes, over there, like that. And this part here will go over here, like that, up against that, without the light. Yeah, we'll work on that anyway, with the wire being in the way or not in the way. Looks like that goes inside there and over. So it should be fine with the cable being there anyway. So not a problem at all. I'd probably suggest maybe putting that one in first, but it should slide underneath anyway, and then be a nice little join there when we're done. But this will be the full piece going in like that, which is nice to see something as big as that going into here. So once it's done, it all goes in one section there and then attaches to. So it's a very quick part. We're not using the actual nacelle bit just yet. This is probably just going to be, yeah, kept for later. Does it say anything about it? No, I don't know. Right, let's get on with this. Put this together. It's quite easy. We're just basically using DM screws to attach the parts, these parts, onto this metal part after I put the lights on. So a quick snap of the fingers and it'll be done. There we go, piece done. So it's just basically making sure you got all the windows and the lifeboats in the right way around, putting this one LED in the top of this, the U319A piece, and you've still got a separate one over here from the 20A. So that will go later whenever, if it goes somewhere else. So check the lights work. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Right, so this is the one we used. Right, so let's basically plug them in. I've got 2 pins on there for that one. That is lighting up there. The 3 over here. 4 over here. Come on, in you go. Just lighting up that one there, and I think that one there. And this final one over here, which is lighting up that one. And that. Is it lighting that one? Yeah, I can see. It's just lighting things up. You can barely see under my lighting. I'm sorry about this. But, yeah, sorry about that. That's just actually just unplugged everything. Yep. Right, so, yeah, it is lit up. It is working fine. All LEDs. Test it. So this now goes into, yeah, let's disconnect that. Goes into the actual secondary primary hole. Come on, Ralph. Jeez. Right, so let me get the hole. I need to start making something for the actual primary hole, because when we're going to be working on the opposite side, I don't know if it's the next part kit, I don't know if it's the one afterwards, if it's one of them, but we'll be working on the underside, so I need to protect all of these parts with something. So I need to find some foam and then gouge out something that I can just sit things on, or a lot of very, very fluffy towels. So let me get the secondary hole ready, get some BM screws and CP screws. Okay, because the CP is going, the plastic bits goes, if this goes underneath, the BMs will go through probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ignoring these two holes, because that's where the phaser emitter will be bolted to eventually. And then the CP screws as these. One. Why have they got two holes there? It's not these here. Ah, these in the middle of the reflector. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not doing anything with this yet. Although, if you actually notice on here, the edge of the panel on this part, there is a part here which curves over. So this will be how the edge will be done. So there will be a strip that will go around and probably nip in the top and the bottom side of the primary hole, which will look kind of a little bit like that, but not too much like that. So it will be eventually done and sorted out. Yeah, eventually. So let me get the primary hole and get ready for this and get sorted. Now, to start off with, the cables need to be threaded through here. We don't use this one here with the, I am almost positive is with the LED that comes out, which is this 50E, and 50E has to be that connector as well. So technically it looks kind of like that ish. So this one that comes off of where the impulse engine is does not get threaded through at the moment, which should be, no, did it go over? Right, so we get the two here, the single and the double that come off of this left hand part. The U319A goes in over, then under here. So over, and then under to go out toward wherever. I'm just going to thread them underneath and we'll get sorted out in a second. That one there, does it look like it looks like it does anything? Okay. Thread the cables through and assembled, then position, because there's already a tab here from this part here. So I need to try and maybe, oh, there's a cable in the way, okay. Right. If I can get that underneath there, I think there will be, it caught on me. A cable, no, yes, maybe that's okay. Because that will go over there. All right, there we go, over there and into here and into that board in a little bit. So I just need to thread this in without nipping anything. Where it needs to go. Oh, this is going to be awkward. It needs to go. Okay, this goes over. Very tiny, this one. Okay, it's going to be a little bit awkward. I may need to come back in a minute when this is done. Is that cable free? Yes, it is. Can that cable go underneath there instead? Just to move it out of the way. That one's also in the way there. Okay, let's put that one round. Standard cable layout. My PC is a nightmare, but this has really got to be done right first time. That's nice and loose in there. That's not been nipped in there. It's not precisely right. Ah, right. I'll have to just do that part there. Just try and wedge it underneath it, and this should squeeze itself in, or I'm destroying a light. Is that okay? Is that one okay? That one seems like I'm just nipping that one a little bit. So there's plenty of space underneath here. Okay, it's lipped over between this piece here and there, and it's not perfect at the second. You see the little lip there, but I think we might be able to get away with that by putting the screws in. But is that down to those lights? I don't know. I think it probably is. So what I might do is bring that out instead. It's out over here. We've got a gap underneath here. This is the worst bit about this, is it's all the fiddly wiring and stuff that you just need to tidy as you're going. Oh no, that won't come back out now. There we go. Right. Alright, let's get that back over there. That's the same. So I think it might be nipping in there. Right, I'll put a couple of screws in and see if we can pull this down. Because we've definitely got one there which will pull this level. And it is feeling a little flush, it's just there that it's not feeling right. Give me a second, I'll get this screwed in and explain exactly what I've just done. There we go, piece in place. As it shows, you will need the 6 BM screws for with the metal, and then 4 CP screws along the front here. I'll show you that over. We have one LED hanging out here, so that will be for something else. We must be careful with this. There we go. So, wire-wise, we don't use that one. We're ignoring that for the time being. I think that one... Is it this? No, it all goes in. 1, 2, 3. We have got 1, 2, 3. We've also got 2 others here. Why aren't they in? Okay, so we are using this one then, right? Because that one goes across with this. Yes, right. So, okay. So we want 1, 2, 3 there, so we can go around. In. I'll probably use a cable tie. Oh, should I? I don't know. So where does it want me to put these in? Is it the second or the first? I think it's this first one here along the front. Right, so the small one will go up here. Not the first one. Second one maybe? Yes, so the small one goes into the second, which is that one. We've only got 2 connectors on it. Just push in place. The cables are quite long on this, which is quite good. Goes in one way only. Done. And these 2, lost the other one. See, things just vanish in here. And then when they get threaded with everything, it's a pain. But yes, yes, so they're carrying on along the side of here. So it seems we've got plenty of cable on both of these. I'm just going to put that there. And that's in. That'll be round, done, in, happy. Sorted. So that will be there. I'm not pulling that one down yet because I don't know where this cable would go. If it's a piece here, if it's a piece there, it still needs to move. So everything so far is just going to get held in where that is. Or should I? Now, let's get a... No, we haven't got a cable tie, have we? That will be done later because there's plenty of, like I said, there's plenty of room there. In fact, even that one could probably go around here to that one. That can't, or that could. No. But it's just basic cable tidiness, I suppose. And it's just managing it as we're going. And that was really long. I could probably go in this top corner here, to be honest. But yeah, done, sorted. That's 51 and the magazine done. So we'll end it there, and I'll do a part 2 for the rest of the parts. That should be fine. But it is cracking on really well. We've got another piece of this part in this corner here. We've got this back section which we've seen already, which will go across here. Then I think we can probably put the bridge on, but I don't think they want us to just yet. Yeah, cool. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow me on social media. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.